If you've been working on your aim for what seems like forever but can't seem to get any real good results, I have a couple solutions for you. The first one of these being super simple, super easy, and I know for me, this made it a lot easier to hit mainly AR shot, but also shotgun shots. This being to actually focus on where you're aiming, not just in the general direction, but what you're actually trying to shoot at. You know, whether it's a target or an actual person in game, to actually focus on that and to shoot at that. And that's super, super simple, which leads me into my next tip. And that's what you're trying to get good at, actually practice that. If you're trying to work on, say, pump flick, then practice that. Go to an aim trainer. I have a couple codes in the description. None of them are mine, but a couple, 2 or 3 codes for aim trainers and practice maps. And when you're actually practicing, practice on what you actually need to work on and not what's just easy or what's fun. Work on what you actually need to get better at. So if that's, AR aim, pump flicks, whatever it could be, practice that. For example, my AR aim used to totally suck. It was horrendous compared to how I feel I play. And so the only option really for me was to go into an aim trainer and spend countless hours really practicing just AR aim. One of my favorite maps is the Typical Gamer, ranked practice map or whatever, which I'll have the code in the description. Going into the first 2 or 3 sections of the aim part and just doing those for 30, 45 minutes straight might not seem like a lot. Maybe it does seem like a lot, but if that's what it takes, then you got to be willing to do it. Another one, and this applies to your aim as well, but that's your crosshair placement. Now I know you've probably heard a lot about that in other videos, but working on your crosshair placement for editing and aiming and just all of Fortnite in general will help you become more consistent and way better at aiming. Because if you think about it, if your bullets aren't just going all over the place, but if they're focused around a small area around your target, then you're going to be hitting way more shots and doing way more damage and probably getting more kills as well. One tip that's really helped me is when I'm in an aim trainer and I'm practicing a tracking thing that, it's a bot and it's just moving around, doesn't die, is to not shoot at it until it makes a sudden jolt and then shoot. That way it's more like in a real game when someone's running around and you can't shoot them until, say, they get past a wall. Now again, these are all pretty simple tips, but if you actually put in the work to them, then they'll end up paying off and you'll have way better aim. It's worked for me, it works for everybody, you just gotta practice. Now I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I appreciate you subscribing, or if you have any tips for other people, or for me really, if you really want to share that, please leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to read them and respond. And thanks for watching.